Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Champagne, aka DSPLAYER, aka Deron Simpson. My phrase is keep it champagne, which means champion mentality, ability to adapt, seek knowledge for self, inspire in spirit, speech and behavior are to be of high quality or best version of self. Really quick, I want to thank everybody who took the time to watch this video. This is not going to be a long video. I just kind of want to continue running my laps on today's work, but also stop by to give you guys some encouragement and just kind of shed a little light on my journey up to this point. For the most part, today's video will be titled, "The Joy of the Lord is My Strength." The joy of the Lord is my strength. Really, today's message is basically saying sometimes getting out of bed is the hardest part. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes just getting out of bed is the hardest part. Especially when you're getting out of bed and you know the fight that you got to go to or go through. You already know what's ahead. You already know who's hating on you here, who's trying to undercut you there. You know that the flow that you're really trying to create is stifled in certain areas. That, for a lot of people, is the hardest part. That flow that they're trying to create, F-L-O-W, flow. A lot of people do not flow. A lot of people are L-O-W, low. They're low in their spirit. They're low in their confidence. They're low in their communication. They're low in their behavior. Now, if you refer back to my keep it champagne phrase, which is a champion mentality, ability to adapt. Adaptability is a skill, and it's also an emotional intelligence. Ability to adapt, seek knowledge for self. So that means you are an avid learner. You always want to improve, always want to learn, get game from somebody else, whether it's male or woman, black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Filipino, it doesn't matter. It's always good to learn new systems of living, new systems of eating, especially if it goes with what you're doing with your program, with your household. It's always good to figure out new ways that help you be a better person. Not only for yourself, for your family, but your community and what you're putting out to the world. Ability to adapt, seek knowledge for self, inspire in spirit. Your spirit, in a lot of ways, has a draw to it. People may call it aura. People may call it swag. They may call it some type of thing, but inspire in spirit, where your spirit is speaking for you. You barely have to say full sentences. You barely have to give these lectures. Your spirit just captivates people where they want more. It leads people to be of productivity, even the low people I just mentioned. Even the people who don't like you, we call those people haters. Those haters still gravitate to you because they know there's something about you and they just can't. They don't have the heart. They don't have the spirit to really just ingest you. Your personality may just be too vivacious for them. So, like I said, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Victory is mine. So, number one, I'm going to say you are valuable. Whoever is underneath the sound of my voice, You are valuable. Number 2, for the men and women listening, and I'm going to kind of go to the men a little bit. Men, please, I repeat, please develop your leadership communication. Notice I said leadership communication. I phrase it like this because lots of times if you don't know, number 1, your environment, if you do not know who you're talking to of this environment, of this entity, of these women, of these men, your leadership communication will always, it won't hit right if you don't develop it. Develop your leadership communication. And that goes back to the value. That goes back to, you have to create a real self, who you are authentically to, who God created you to be, and who you've grown yourself to be. So yes, leadership communication. I call mine DSPLAYER communication, or lifestyle leadership communication and philosophy. That's what I call mine. Keep it champagne. At the top, not the bottom. I'm on Champagne Avenue. I'm not on Roach Street. I always tell you to keep it champagne. I will never tell you to keep it poverty. Poverty of the mind, poverty of the spirit, of the soul. No ma'am, no sir. Next, kind of going through this, what T.I. say, expeditiously. Growing your image and status. I would say once you have a complete self and continue to develop your true self of a solid, authentically grounded man or woman, you have to be consistent. Consistency is your brand. Consistency is your brand. And make sure you develop your brand to be timeless. Timeless. Where this is who I am. This is how I'm evolving continuously. I'm evolving my brand. I did this job, but this job went into this job. I did this job, but guess what? I dropped that book. Well, I dropped that book and I add that book to my LinkedIn, to my Facebook, to my Instagram. It's all together. I'm not sitting here being two-faced, code switching, trying to adapt to other environments that I don't need to be in. I'm being true to where I'm supposed to be at. The soil is the soil. It ain't over here trying to be a tree. It's soil. And soil is going to remain soil. And the tree is going to be the little seed that it once was and grow. Everybody got their own role and responsibilities. So, yes, you are valuable. Victory. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Develop your leadership communication. Develop consistency of how you show up for yourself. How you show up for yourself. Consistency of who you are and your energy that you give, the time that you give to whatever you're giving time to, whether it's the job, whether it's the family, whether it's whatever you're using your energy for. So, back to my definition. Keep it champagne. Champion mentality of a winner. If you are a loser, you may not be able to keep it champagne. I'm going to say that one more time. If you are a loser, you may not be able to keep it champagne. Champagne is for winners. When you win, you go where? To Disney World, you pop champagne, and you get invited to the White House. When you win, you pop champagne, you jump into the pool or the hot tub or whatever you're doing. You get presented with the largest of trophy or whatever what's in your field. Make sure that you have that champion mentality. Make sure that you develop your leadership communication. Make sure that everything you do or attempt to do is timeless. I didn't say on nobody else's time. I'm talking about your time. So for me personally, when I write my books, I'm not writing books for money and clicks and all this kind of stuff. It's a part of my consistency, my brand. But most importantly, it's true to myself. Most importantly, I hope I can teach and inspire in spirit, keep it champagne, someone to read the book, to say, you know what? Not only do I hear him on YouTube, or wherever you're watching this video, I can read his book and hear him again. I can understand the life that he's living. I can understand what being in the shoes a little bit of a black man is like. Wow, you mentioned this about your job? Yeah, you paint a great picture. Wow, I saw you on YouTube and you're talking about the Lord and you're not crying. No, I'm not crying. The Lord is here to give you strength, instruction, discipline. And lastly, before I leave, the word toxic has been hijacked. Toxic does not always mean bad. Toxic can also mean cleaning something. Toxic can also mean I'm here to wipe away what was once dirty. But at the end of the day, toxic, the way I hear it, is a lot of people running away from discipline, and a lot of people are running away from structure. So you will deem everything toxic if you run away from discipline and structure. It's not toxic. That just let me know you are lazy. That let me know you can't be corrected. And that let me know even further, I don't need that on my team. So keep it champagne. Champion mentality. Ability to adapt. Seek knowledge for self. Inspire in spirit, speech, and behavior are to be of the highest quality or best version of self. One thing about education is not something you just splat on the wall. I don't care what piece of paper they print and give it to you and shake your hand and put it on the wall behind your desk. No, it's in your behavior. Do you continuously learn and develop and grow your best self? That's your education. And I really hope someone takes this video and really just kind of dissect it a little bit, understand, hey, you have the choice to be a great man. You have the choice to be a great woman. You have the choice to be a great wife, a great husband, a great friend, a great parent, a great colleague. But also your energy is valuable. Your time is valuable. You are valuable. So don't waste it for nobody. Don't waste what God has given you, which is T-I-M-E, time. Don't waste your abilities. Don't waste your courage. Don't waste your strength. I really hope someone take heed to this message. Even myself, I need some rejuvenation here and there as well. So once again, my name is Dr. Champagne, DSPLAYER, Deron Simpson. If you don't know already, please look my books up on Apple Books. $2 Way. $2 Way, A Promissory Note is the book that's out there. Married in the Backyard. Just a lot of other things that are out there. Some are for free, some are not. So just support the channel, support the book. And if you have any questions or comments or just want to, leave me some encouraging words, I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all keep it champagne.